Welcome back to Inspire AI, the show where we explore what's next, what's real, and what it means for leaders building the future. Today, we're going beyond chat into the world of agentic AI, systems that don't just answer questions, but take action. We're digging into how Claude and the Model Context Protocol, MCP, are changing what's possible inside the enterprise. Imagine it's 3 a.m. at a global finance company, deep in the data center. A critical server goes down. Normally, an outage like this triggers frantic phone calls and bleary-eyed engineers scrambling to fix the issue. But tonight, something different happens. An AI assistant, let's call it Claude, detects the failure instantly. Claude connects to system logs, pinpoints a memory leak, restarts the service, and posts a detailed incident report in the IT team's Slack channel, providing the timeline, probable root cause, what was done, and what to investigate next. All of this unfolds before the on-call engineer's phone even buzzes. By morning, business runs as usual. No overnight firefighting, no downtime reported, no tired engineers. Where are we headed? This episode is going to talk about what MCP is and why it's being called a universal adapter for AI. We'll also talk about how Claude uses skills and tool access to execute real work. We'll dig into practical enterprise use cases, such as the IT help desk automation, workflow autofill, and ticket triage. There will be a clear comparison between MCP versus GraphQL and why they're not the same thing. And finally, a pragmatic getting started playbook, plus what's coming next. So if you're a business leader, a product leader, or a technologist trying to understand the shift from AI that talks to AI that does, this episode is for you. So I want to set the frame. A chatbot is great at conversation. An agent is great at outcomes. As you know, agentic AI means the system can understand a goal, plan steps, use tools, act in real systems, and adapt based on results. That's the leap from answering questions to executing. And in an enterprise, execution is where the value lives and where the risk lives too. Because autonomy without guardrails, like I said before, is automated chaos. And that's why MCP matters. So imagine your AI model, Claude, for example. It's brilliant, but isolated. It can reason, it can write, it can summarize, but it can't naturally reach into your ticketing system, for instance, or a CRM, a knowledge base, other databases, calendars, workflows, internal tools, you name it, unless you connect it. And that's where it can take action. MCP, or Model Context Protocol, is an open standard for connecting AI applications to external systems. A simple analogy: MCP is like a universal adapter. Think of adapter like a USB-C for AI tool access. Instead of building a one-off integration for every app, MCP creates a consistent way for tools to expose what they can do and for an AI to safely call those actions. So the key idea here is that MCP doesn't just expose data, it exposes capabilities. I'll get into more of that later. An MCP server can publish a menu of actions, things like query this database, or create a ticket, send an email, or post to Slack, trigger a workflow, look up a customer order. And through all of those types of things, AI can discover that menu and use it. Here's where skills and tool use come together. Claude's ability to act comes down to tool use, often framed as skills, packaged abilities it can invoke. So think of skills as safe, defined connectors. So there could be a skill for your help desk, a skill for email, a skill for HR onboarding, a skill for your database. When you give Claude a task, it'll run a loop of sorts. It'll plan, it'll pick a tool, it'll execute, it will interpret the results, and it will take the next step. So if you ask, summarize our open support tickets and email the report to the team, Claude can autonomously fetch tickets from the help desk tool, summarize and prioritize, draft a crisp report, and send it via email or Slack. You don't micromanage the clicks like the good old days. You define the guardrails and the available tools, and Claude navigates within them. And in a well-designed enterprise setup, every tool invocation is permissioned, scoped, and logged. That's how you move from cool demo to trusted operator. Let's talk about where this is already showing up in practical, high-leverage ways. Digging into the example of the IT help desk automation. Routine IT tasks are full of repeatable flows. If you've ever worked in one, you know what I'm talking about. There's password resets, VPN access, permission issues, software requests. With MCP connected tools, Claude can diagnose likely causes, check permissions, walk users through fixes, trigger remediation steps, open and update tickets, and document what happened. In more advanced environments, Claude can respond to monitoring alerts and take safe, pre-approved actions, like restarting a service and notifying the right channel. That's the self-healing direction, which means there are fewer midnight escalations, faster recovery, and better documentation of the issues. Here's another one. If you're not in IT, you definitely manage forms and workflows somewhere, right? So enterprises run on forms, onboarding, procurement, expense reports, compliance checklists, you name it. Claude can act like administrative accelerator, pulling known employee data from HR systems, pre-filling onboarding workflows, creating standard accounts and access requests, drafting welcome messages and checklists, and routing for approvals. Humans still decide where it matters, but the copy-paste work disappears. Here's another one in the ticket triaging vein. So support has a lot of big wins with automation. Claude can read inbound requests and instantly fetch customer context, reference order history, search databases, detect urgency and sentiment, categorize and route, and draft a response. Simple issues get fast, consistent answers. Complex cases get escalated with better context, so the human agent starts at step 5 instead of step 1. The pattern across all three examples is the same. Claude takes the busy work, humans keep the judgmental calls. Now let's address a common question from technical leaders. We're already using GraphQL to unify data access. Isn't that enough? GraphQL is excellent for what it was designed to do, which is structured, efficient data retrieval for applications. The developer writes a query. The system returns exactly the fields requested. It's precise and, yes, deterministic. MCP, on the other hand, is different because the client isn't some front-end app. It's an AI agent that needs to discover available actions, decide what to do next, chain tool calls across a task, and maintain context through a workflow. So here's the clean distinction. GraphQL leverages structured data for known queries. MCP leverages structured capabilities for open-ended tasks. And they can absolutely complement each other. A strong enterprise pattern would be GraphQL provides curated, policy-enforced retrieval, and MCP exposes that retrieval as a safe tool for the AI. That would give you both deterministic guardrails and agentic orchestration. If you're ready to explore agentic AI in your organization, here's a practical playbook. Start with a targeted pilot. Pick something bounded and high value, such as IT triage, onboarding automation, or internal reporting. Leverage existing connectors. Avoid building everything from scratch. Use proven building blocks where possible. Design the guardrails first. Define permissions, scope, identity, logging, and approvals. Decide what's autonomous, what requires review, and what's prohibited. When you measure your outcomes, measure the resolution time, backlog reduction, hours saved, NPS score. Generally just tie it to business value. And bring your people with you. Make it transparent. Make it collaborative. This works best when it feels like relief, not threat. And looking forward, we're still early. The next wave will bring better monitoring, stronger safety controls, more standardized connectors, and clear auditability. Because as agents become more capable, enterprises will demand more trust, more transparency, and more control. The transition underway is simple but profound. From AI that can talk to AI that can do. 2025 was the year of agents. The transition underway is simple but profound. From AI that can talk to AI that can do. Claude plus MCP is one of the clear signals of where enterprise AI is headed. Not as a novelty, but as an operational layer that can safely execute work across your teams, across your systems. Thanks for listening to Inspire AI. If this episode has sparked ideas for your organization, share it with a teammate. And let's keep exploring what happens when intelligence meets execution. As always, stay curious, build responsibly, and keep future-proofing what you know.